A new intern started at the company. As he was introducing himself, a transparent comment feed, like a live stream chat, materialized in my vision. Holy crap, the real male lead is finally here. The heroine is about to get back with him, dump the toxic ex, and live happily ever after. The toxic ex better not cause any trouble. He should just quietly help the main couple get together. Yay, if the side character obstructs the plot, Hawaii's ending will be horrific. His only chance of survival is to suck up to the male lead. Right after his introduction, the intern, Zane, walked over to my desk and picked up a file I had prepared for my manager's girlfriend. I'll take this to the manager for you. A second after he entered her office, a furious shout echoed out. Get out. Who do you think you are, waltzing into my office whenever you please? Everyone's head snapped toward the office. The comment feed scrolled again. Don't be fooled by how fierce the heroine is now. It is all an act. She is just playing hard to get. Later, when she falls for him, she'll feel so guilty about this. See, the toxic ex is so annoying. If he'd just broken up with her earlier, the male lead wouldn't be getting yelled at. I glanced into the manager's office. Chloe sat at her desk, her face a mask of disgust as she glared at Zane. What are you still standing there for? Is all your work done? Zane's face went pale, but he tried to save face. Manager, I am new here, and I don't know anything. Could you, maybe show me the ropes? Chloe let out a short, sharp laugh, looking him up and down. Show you the ropes? What is my level, and what is yours? Trying to cozy up to me. If you don't have a mirror, take a look at your job description. Now get back to your desk before I call security. Defeated, Zane slunk out of the office, his eyes red with humiliation. My coworkers started whispering among themselves. He shot me a look, filled with pure resentment. I found it almost funny. I hadn't told him to take the file, and I certainly hadn't yelled at him. Why was he glaring at me? As Zane returned to his desk, the comment feed went wild, and I gleaned some new disturbing information. According to the comments, I was the toxic side character in a novel, currently in an office romance with the heroine. The male lead, Zane, was her one true love, the one that got away. She had started dating me out of spite after a misunderstanding with him. Soon, she would come to her senses and try to break up with me, but I would refuse, clinging desperately and sabotaging the relationship at every turn. In the end, completely disgusted with me, she would expose my schemes and have me fired. With a black mark on my record, I'd be unable to find another job, get evicted, and eventually starve to death on the streets, my body undiscovered for weeks. I frowned. I was Wyatt Young, the sole heir to Young Industries. Even if I got fired, I'd just go home and take over the multi-billion-dollar family business, starve on the streets. Ridiculous. And as for Chloe, she was the one who pursued me. As if a guy like me would be hung up on one woman. Point 2 at lunch, Zane returned with several bags of expensive coffee for the entire department. A gesture of goodwill from the new guy. As my colleagues accepted with polite thanks, the comments flared to life again. What is wrong with this side character? He should pay for the coffee immediately. Seriously? This is the perfect chance to get on the male lead's good side. Does he want to end up homeless? I rolled my eyes. Zane wanted to play the generous newcomer, so why should I foot the bill? I might be rich, but I wasn't an idiot. I ignored the stream of nonsense and kept working. Zane eventually made his way to my desk. I was about to wave him off when he tilted his hand at an impossible angle, pouring the entire cup of hot coffee all over himself. The move was so theatrical I almost stood up and applauded. I had a feeling I knew what was coming next. Sure enough, his voice, thick with fake tears, echoed through the office. Wyatt, I know you are mad at me for taking your task this morning, but I truly understand my mistake now. He then made a show of starting to kneel. If you are still angry, I'll get on my knees and beg for your forgiveness. The comments reappeared. Side character, pull him up, you idiot. The male lead just spilled it by accident. He is letting you take the blame so it is not awkward. It is not a big deal. Just accept it. He already missed the chance to pay for the coffee. He can't blow this one too. My coworkers were watching the drama unfold. I simply stared back at Zane, my face impassive, as he lowered himself to the floor with the speed of a hibernating tortoise. I was curious to see how far he would take this. Just as his knee was about to touch the ground, a sharp voice cut through the silence. That is enough. The crowd parted. Chloe stormed over, yanked Zane to his feet, and glared at me. Don't you think you've taken this far enough? He apologized. Are you going to keep bullying him? Excuse me? We'd been dating for over a year, and I was only now realizing that Chloe might be an actual moron. I hadn't said a single word. How was I the bully? Chloe dispersed the onlookers, then whispered something to Zane. He blushed, nodded, and scurried back to his desk. Before I could speak, she grabbed my arm and dragged me out of the office and into the break room. She threw my hand away from her. He is just an intern, she said, her voice cold. Do you really have to target him like this? I laughed. Target him? Did I force him to deliver that file? Did I force him to get on his knees? Chloe, are you blind? Can't you see he is putting on a show? Her face flushed with anger. You, how dare you talk to me like that? Fine, Wyatt. From now on, Zane will take over your duties as my assistant. You can go back to basic data entry and work on your attitude. I shrugged. Works for me. She stomped her foot and stormed off. I calmly returned to my desk. I was about to get back to work when the comments popped up again. Point 3. The side character shouldn't be working so hard. He is supposed to be lazy and incompetent to make the male lead look good by comparison. Exactly. How else is the heroine supposed to realize how amazing the male lead is? This is essential for their relationship development. This phantom comment feed was really starting to get on my nerves, but I had no intention of following its script. I focused on my work and completed completed it diligently. The next day, I came into the office, ready to send my completed project proposal to Chloe, only to find the file was gone from my desktop. I searched everywhere, even in the recycle bin. It was as if it had never existed. Chloe came out of her office and tapped impatiently on my desk. "Where is the proposal that is due today? Why haven't you sent it?" Before I could answer, Zane chimed in from the side, his voice dripping with false sympathy. "Manager, I don't think he is going to be able to submit it." I immediately knew. The missing file had Zane written all over it. Chloe looked at him, confused. Zane put on an innocent expression. "I saw Wyatt slacking off all day yesterday. He bolted the second the clock hit 5. There is no way he could have finished." Without waiting for my explanation, Chloe turned on me. "Wyatt, you were slacking off on company time. Who do you think you are? Didn't I tell you last week this was due today? Do my words mean nothing to you?" I let out a cold laugh and pulled a flash drive from my pocket. "Who said I couldn't submit it? I was just about to send it." "That is impossible," Zane shrieked. Chloe shot him a strange look, and he quickly backpedaled. "I mean, how could he have possibly finished the work if he was slacking off? Whether I was slacking or not is on the security cameras," I said calmly. "And while we're at it, we can also check the footage to see who was using my computer after I left." Zane's face turned sheet white, his lips trembling. I must have seen wrong. Wyatt was working very hard. He wasn't slacking at all. No need to check the cameras." But Chloe, seemingly convinced of my guilt, wouldn't let it go. "No, we have to check. Wyatt, even if you are a senior employee, a poor work ethic has to be punished." The footage was pulled up. It showed me diligently working at my desk, barely even taking a bathroom break. Then it showed Zane, leaning back in his chair, scrolling through trashy videos on his phone, and munching on a bag of spicy chips. Chloe was stunned into silence. Zane hung his head in shame. 4 My other coworkers, who had seen the footage, began to complain. "Unbelievable. The document Zane gave me yesterday was full of typos. It took me an hour to fix it. He messed up a simple print job for me too. I had to go do it myself. If he can't even handle the simple stuff, what good is he?" Zane looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him whole, but then Chloe slammed her hand on the table. "He made a few small mistakes. Why are you all making such a big deal out of it? Zane is still an intern. Can't you be a little more understanding? As if none of you have ever made a mistake." My colleagues rolled their eyes but didn't dare argue with their manager. "And you?" Chloe turned her glare on me. "As a senior employee, why aren't you actively mentoring him when he makes a mistake? Isn't that your responsibility too?" If fighting wasn't a fireable offense, I would have slapped her. When Zane accused me of slacking, it was a problem with my work ethic. When Zane was caught red-handed, it was somehow my fault. Idiot. I couldn't be bothered to argue with someone so clearly irrational. Chloe didn't press the issue, and we all went back to work. As I walked away, I overheard a few coworkers whispering, "Isn't Chloe dating Wyatt? Why is she defending the new intern? Who knows? Maybe they had a fight." I smirked. We hadn't fought. It was just Chloe, acting like she was possessed, but I didn't care anymore. Did she really expect me to treat her like a prize when she was acting like this? The first thing I did when I got back to my desk was pull out my phone, open my chat with Chloe, and type 2 words, "We're done."